Hello buddy, welcome back to the Speak Freely podcast with me, Hafidh, and
I'm Ista. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in with us again. How are you all? I hope you're all healthy, sane, and still strong enough.
happy 2026 everyone! New year, new energy, and same great vibes. We got some incredible episode lined up for you, so stay tuned.
Yup, and we want to discuss about a topic that's been popping up a lot on our social media timelines, but we will keep it friendly and, of course, easy to digest.
We're going to talk about the floods that's currently occurring in several areas of Sumatra. The news is quite busy, disturbing, but it's important to discuss.
Yeah, and we don't want to just talk about, oh, there's another flood, okay? But we want to dig deeper, like why it happened, what the current situation is, and what we can learn as teenagers.
And before we get into the main conversation, I want to ask you, Ista, you're following the floods update this morning, right? It seems pretty serious, right? Did it?
Yeah, this morning I read some news and saw videos shared by residents. Many roads were flooded, houses were evicted, and so many residents had to evacuate. So it was a bit triggered because if you see conditions like that, you will automatically think like crazy. This is very real. It's not just a headline.
Yeah, that's right. And I think as a teens, we need to be aware of things like this. We should just be updating celebrity gossips or social media drama, right? Sometimes disaster news is more important and deserves attention.
Agreed, but just relax, guys, calm down. We don't want to make you guys anxious. We just want to help explain so you guys know and understand the context. It feels like chatting with your friends.
And for those of you guys watching the video version, hello everyone, don't forget to like it before you forget. We know you guys usually watch until the end, but forget to like it.
Yeah, that's right. And if you guys have family, friends, or even yourself in the Sumatra region, feel free to share your experience in the comments below so we can share information and support each other.
Okay, before this take, you mentioned that you had some interesting insight about rainfall and recent weather changes, right?
Yeah, that's right, but we will talk about that later because it's quite long. And I'm afraid if I start now, the opening will end up being 30 minutes long.
Yeah, that's right. Our opening alone is already like half the content of any other podcast.
Yeah, so just relax, guys. The important thing is to let it flow.
Okay, so for those of you who are curious about the flooding in Sumatra, what caused it, how the public and government responding, and what we can do remotely, stay tuned.
Yep, so get into your most comfortable positions, but honestly, I know most of you guys just laying down and scroll through TikTok too. But that's okay because multitasking is important even if sometimes the results are zero. But that's okay, we will not judge it anyway.
Alright, now you're comfortable, let's shift our focus for a moment. There's issue that keeps repeating itself and quietly becoming part of our daily reality. Flooding in Sumatra is not something new, and most people already know about it, yet it continues to affect so many areas.
Yeah, and what's sad is that many people are already mentally prepared for this recurring event. But even though it happens frequently, the impact's still severe.
That's true, flooding isn't just about rising water, it also disrupts daily life. Houses are submerged, belongings are damaged, and activities are disrupted.
Yeah, it's hard to work. Children can go to school and main roads are impassable. Everything becomes limited.
Okay, and if we took back a bit, heavy rain is indeed the main trigger for flooding.
But if you think about it, heavy rain is normal in Indonesia, especially in Sumatra, which has high rainfall.
Well, there it's starting to become apparently that there are other factors that exacerbate flooding.
One of them is environmental conditions. Many areas are now losing green areas. Forests are shrinking. Water catchment areas are also decreasing.
As a result, when heavy rain falls, water cannot be absorbed properly and ultimately overflows into residential area.
Not to mention, rivers are shallow due to sedimentation and waste. Water flow is hampered.
First problem is actually simple, but its impact is enormous.
Yeah, a single plastic bag may seem trivial, but if it piles up and clogs waterways, the effects can be widespread.
Well, the impact is of this flood is mostly felt by the community. Many residents have lost important items from household furniture to valuable documents.
And for some, the flood are also means a loss of income. Shops are closed, agricultural land is damaged, and economic activity has come to a standstill.
Not to mention the limited condition in evacuation centers.
Sleeping is uncomfortable, privacy is limited, and sometimes the facilities are not entirely adequate.
Mentally, it's definitely tough. Fatigue, stress, and anxiety are inevitable.
Yeah, especially for children and the elderly, who are more vulnerable.
For in conditions like this, the role of the government and related parties is crucial.
That's right, starting with the evacuation process, providing logistical assistance, and providing health services for flood victims.
But what people focus is on the long-term management.
Yeah, don't just be present when a flood occurs, but also think about how to prevent flooding from recurring.
Like improving and maintaining drainage, normalizing rivers, and better environmental management.
One more thing I'd like to add is monitoring an illegal land clearing.
On the other hand, the community also plays an important role.
I agree, even though it seems small, daily habits like not littering and caring for the surrounding environment have a huge impact.
But also the result of human behavior.
If all parties can work together, the government, the community, and the other parties, the impact of flooding can be minimized.
Going forward, I hope that flood management in Sumatra can be more serious and sustainable.
Yeah, so that people don't continue to be victims every rainy season.
I hope their condition improve soon and they receive the assistance they deserve.
Yeah, I hope so too, because they don't just need immediate assistance, but also long-term solution.
When we talk about long-term solution, it's not an instant solution. It takes time, planning, and commitment from many parties.
Yes, because flooding is an interconnected problem. It can't be solved with just one policy or program.
Originally, residential areas are now used for housing.
Ultimately, water catchment areas are now reduced, rivers become narrower, and the risk of flooding increases.
Therefore, special planning is very important. Local government need to be firm in regulating development.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the public also needs to be educated. Sometimes residents are forced to live in flood-prone areas due to economic factors.
This is where education and outreach play crucial roles. Please ensure the public understand the risks and knows what to do when a flood occurs.
Things like evacuation steps, saving important items, and how to maintain health during flooding.
Furthermore, an early warning system is also important. If the public receives information quickly, the impact of flooding can be minimized.
At the very least, they have time to prepare and not panic when the weather starts to rise.
If we look at Luthfi, the flooding in Sumatra is also related to climate change.
Increasingly, extreme rainfall and changing seasonal patterns all make flooding more difficult to predict.
Therefore, adaptation to climate change must also be part of the solution.
Yeah. For example, developing more disaster-resilient infrastructure and sustainable environmental management.
Academic side, the role of students is also equally important.
Yes, through research, social campaigns, and community service activities.
Students can bridge between government policies and real-world conditions.
Yeah, because students have a role as agents of change.
If this awareness can grow, it hopes that in the future, flood management will not only reactive but also preventive.
It's not just about being busy when floods come, but also taking preventative measures before they happen.
Essentially, flooding in Sumatra is a complex problem that requires a comprehensive solution.
And all parties have responsibilities according to their respective roles.
If we reflect further, this flood actually also shows the inequality that exists in society.
Yeah, because those most affected are usually the most vulnerable groups.
Those who live on a riverbank or in low-lying areas often don't have many other housing options.
So when the floods come, they are the first to be affected, but they also take the longest to recover.
This shows that flood management cannot be separated from issues of social justice.
Agreed. Flood mitigation policies must consider the social and economic conditions of the community.
For example, in Republic, residents in now to simply move their homes. They must also consider access to jobs, schools, and public facilities.
Otherwise, relocation can actually create a new problem.
Furthermore, government transparency is also important.
Yeah, the public needs to know what policies are being implemented, where the budget is going, and the progress.
This is to maintain public trust.
And if the public trusts them, their participation will be greater.
We also can forget the role of the media.
Yeah, the media plays a major role in providing information to the public, but also in shaping public opinion.
Balanced and educational reporting can help the public better understand fully, rather than just causing fear or panic.
And in the era of social media, information spreads very quickly.
That's why it's important for the public to be more critical in receiving information so they don't easily fall for the hoax.
Yeah, especially during emergencies, hoaxes can make the situation even more chaotic.
If all of these can work together, the right policies and aware public and responsible media,
Flood management in Sumatra could be more effective.
and going forward, we hope not only that flooding will decrease, but also that the public will be better prepared to face the risks of disaster.
Because living in a disaster-prone country isn't about avoiding it, but about adapting better.
I can't believe our chat today has come to the end, and I hope what we discussed has been helpful, given you a new perspective, or at least made you feel less alone. Thank you for listening until the end, and thank you, Ista, for taking time to join in this podcast.
Yeah, you're welcome, Hafidh. Thanks for inviting me to this podcast.
Don't forget to follow and share this podcast with those closest to you. See you in the next episode, guys, with new stories and meaning.
Bye bye.